Has anybody seen the news about the new ChatGPT image generation thing? But people are nuts. I actually pulled up the press release here that we can take a look at. Introducing 4.0 image generation. This thing is actually kind of crazy. It's pretty cutting edge. I mean, this image is generated by an AI, you know, like with this description. I'd have a tough time just taking a glance at it. I'd have a really tough time figuring that out. And then also they are able to manipulate it, right? And I'm sure this is somewhat cherry picked. I'm sure not every generation is going to be great. And they had a huge issue with Sora now, the video generation thing. They had to like open it up to a ton of people because no one was using it, because it was like, in practice, it wasn't very good. It was kind of shitty. So I don't know if this is just super cherry picked and like in actuality it's going to be either really neutered or really not as good as people thought, right? But yes, this is an AI generated image. I'm just amazed if you look at the text, right, in the background, the writing, it doesn't change like at all. So somehow they've managed to, you know, figure out how to keep that consistent with just these text inputs, right? So you can edit it and it looks, I mean, it looks really good. Yeah, the consistency is off the charts. Here's another image, and this is one where it's like, okay, looking at that, I could tell, right? This looks more like something you get out of DALL-E 3. But time will tell to see. I think some of the novelty aspect will probably wear off, but I mean, really, if we can get stuff like this, yeah, who knows, right? Who knows what's gonna happen? Now, the thing that's got people fired up and pissed, right, is this stuff. There's like some ethical concerns. It's not anything really that new that has been talked about before, because we've totally seen it before when these generative models started to get kind of good. People were worried about the copyright aspect and how it was going to impact artists. And I know people have a lot of opinions about it. And, you know, Hayao Miyazaki is now pissed because of the Ghibli stuff. You know, he's come out of the box and said, you know, this is fucked up, man. People are generating themselves or famous images in Ghibli style, right? Now, I don't know if I'd be super pissed about that. Imitation is a form of flattery, right? It's kind of one of those things. But I would be kind of pissed at the fact that all this stuff is getting taken. I don't like to use the word stolen because it's not like they're like taking it out of a store, right? But all of this stuff is getting copied without consent to essentially just create another billion-dollar company, you know, yet another billionaire. If this stuff was all like open source and free for people to use, I don't even think you could be that mad about it. But, you know, I'm just imagining the starving artist looking up at Sam Altman. Like, what do we do now, dude? What do we do now? And that's the thing, is like, if it wasn't, you can get mad at Sam. And I've been mad at Sam. You can get mad at Sam, but if not him, somebody else would have done this. Like this is, it's inevitable. Somebody else would have figured this out, some other company. It's just, you know, it's kind of a Rocco's Basilisk situation. It's gonna happen. So you can't even really be that mad at him. I don't know. I wish it was more open, which is, I know it's ironic. OpenAI isn't really that open. Me personally, I don't have a super well-defined idea on whether it's good or bad. I kind of see both sides of it. I can see the positives. I can see the negatives. So I think the worry people have is it going to put people out of a job? Is it actually going to be able to do that? I don't even know, because people riot, dude, when they see like a company using AI art. They get pissed. But does the average person even care? I'm just imagining the dark future where we walk into like a Walmart, and every product, every design is AI generated. Like your bag of chips, your milk, everything is an AI generated logo and design and shit. Do you think that could actually happen? Yeah, the disinformation I could see, because most people aren't even gonna pay much attention. You know, they're just gonna believe it. Think all the boomers on Facebook, right? Think of like the scams people are gonna use this for. All kinds of nasty shit. No, there are definitely some real negative aspects to this Gen AI thing. You've seen with your own two eyes a dude selling AI generated prints on the streets and disguising it as actual art. Do people care? Like if you if you said it was AI art, do you think you would even get less sales? I guess people see that and there's something about it that they don't like. Lyra says, knowing an artwork is AI makes me like it much less. There's got to be an aspect to that. So people are going to try to pass it off as real, or at the very least not disclose that it's AI, right? They'll just lie by omission. I think the reality is it's going to be here. We're going to have to deal with it. Somehow we're going to have to adapt, right? I mean, you can get in the chat and say like we're cooked, right? But it doesn't change the fact that it's here, and we're just going to have to find some way to coexist with it, you know?
Hit that follow button, bitch.